Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity show. This is the place where leaders come to get the tips, tools, and techniques that they need to create more of an impact in their leadership with less of a sacrifice to who they are in their life. And today we are talking about a topic that can get in the way in your leadership journey, and that is when your identity clashes with your leadership success. Because we've all seen it happen. Someone gets a big promotion, and the next thing you know, it all starts to unravel. It's kind of like watching something bad happen, and you just can't look away. And these sort of scenarios are really common at work, especially where you're taking the leap from team member to team leader or into leadership overall. It doesn't always go as smoothly as you would like. Now, you have times where everybody is wondering, but they were so good at what they did. What went wrong when they got into leadership? Have you ever thought that? But what if this wasn't happening to somebody else? What if it was happening to you? Your identity could be a primary factor. So navigating your leadership journey is complex. It involves a direct encounter with the notion of identity if you aspire to something more than where you're currently at. So for both emerging leaders and those with years of experience, grasping, understanding how identity influences your professional presence and leadership approach is key. It allows you, when you've got a handle on this, to show up all in at work. But why is understanding identity so critical? Well, the answer lies in authenticity. Leaders who are closely aligned with their authentic selves are better positioned to inspire other people, motivate other people, and lead their teams more effectively because their teams know who it is they're going to get from day to day. It is about authenticity enhancing your leadership impact. So, what exactly is identity at work? Well, when we talk about work identity, what we're really diving into is how we view ourselves in our jobs, and more importantly, how this view of ourselves it influences our interactions and our decisions. It's all about the energy that we bring into our leadership roles, that we are infusing into our leadership roles. But here's the kicker. Does your work identity align with your true self? Or are you trying to fit into a mold you think is expected of you? This can be a moment for some honest reflection to see, are you on track or are you playing a part that isn't quite you? So the mismatch between the two, who you are and how you act, can really throw a wrench into things for you and for the people that work for you. It makes it harder for you to be able to talk openly. It makes it harder to form trust between yourself and your team members. And in the end, it can just really mess with the whole vibe of the team and the broader company culture. So recognizing the signs, realizing that you are too caught up in a persona, it takes a little bit of self-reflection and a bit of mindfulness. So if you ever feel totally wiped out from always trying to keep up appearances, or maybe you find it tough to let your guard down and be real with your team, maybe you get a little bit ouchy or prickly when feedback comes your way, or you feel on edge when something is testing you or the image that you worked so hard to build. If any of this rings a bell, it might be a sign for you that you are clinging just a little bit too tightly to a version of yourself that's not entirely you. So embracing authentic leadership. If you want to move forward and be a more authentic leader, it all kicks off with getting to know yourself better, taking some committed time to think about, what do you really value? Where do you shine? Where could you use just a little bit more polish? Listen to people that you trust, maybe colleagues or mentors. What is it that they have to say? And remember, it is totally okay to show your softer side. True leaders are the ones who can admit they're not always perfect. They are ready to learn something new and really connect with their people by sharing human, real human moments. So here are some actionable steps to more authenticity. Practical steps to embrace authenticity in your leadership. First and foremost, be curious and reflect regularly. Make it a habit to think about your experiences and feelings. Curiosity about your own reactions and thoughts can lead to profound insights about who you are and who you aspire to be. Next, seed feedback. Lean on people that you trust. Whoops, so sorry. Seek feedback. Lean on people that you trust for honest feedback. And equally important, learn from both setbacks and successes. Each experience, good or bad, has something to help you grow. Be vulnerable. It is perfectly fine to not have all the answers or to stumble occasionally. Showing your human side doesn't make you weak, it makes you relatable. People can connect with that, and it builds trust. Embracing the constantly learning mindset. Stay open and eager to learn. So avoid becoming that kind of leader that seems disconnected from either the current reality or new ideas. So staying informed and adaptable is key, because I know I've seen it again and again that, hey, my boss is the one who really needs to be here. And you don't want to be that kind of boss. Next, align your actions with your values. Practice what you preach. Transparency and openness in your actions reinforces your integrity, and it encourages a culture of trust and authenticity around you. So your first step, where do you start? Begin by identifying just one aspect of your leadership identity that feels just a little bit out of alignment with your authentic self. And then commit to one small change that can help you bridge this gap, whether it's seeking feedback, being a little more vulnerable, aligning one decision more closely with your values is going to help you make a bigger impact in your leadership and life. And if you aspire to make a bigger impact in your leadership and life, then head on over to my website, www.debbiepetersonspeaks.com, and grab some of the resources that I have available for you. So until the next time, here is wishing you the clarity that you deserve so that you can make the impact that you desire. Take care, and bye-bye for now.